Greetings, goddesses. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. In this week's video, I am going to be talking about moon phases. I know that when I first started out on my path, this seems so daunting to me. How was I ever going to learn all the moon phases and what they corresponded with? And so I just wanted to break this down into 4 simple aspects of the moon, the ones that I work with the most. Sure, there are other phases in between, but these are the 4 kind of foundational energies of the moon, if you will. So I'm recording this and we're moving into a week where we are going to be having a full moon. So let's start there. So the energy around the full moon is one of something coming to fruition. And so there's a lot of power at the full moon, and this can be used for a couple of different things. So what I like to do is on the full moon, I usually celebrate any successes that have come to fruition. And then I also, from the exact point of the full moon and then moving forward, the moon is actually getting smaller. That's how the cycle goes. So, you know, when the moon is full, it then begins to wane until we get to the new moon, and we'll talk about those energies in a minute. But really, that point of fullness is an absolute power point. And again, that can be used for bringing something to culmination, right? And then what I also like to do is that's a time where I like to start any kind of work that where I want to let something go, or I want to eliminate obstacles towards something that I am looking to bring into my life or work towards. So it's kind of has a duality to it. So again, bringing to power, but then also it's a time where, because the moon is full and then the power is decreasing, it's a great time to work any kind of spells or work on any kind of, intentions that require you to let something go or eliminate obstacles. So that's the full moon. Once the next phase of the moon is the waning moon, and the waning is when the moon is actually getting smaller. And so again, this time of the waning moon is all about letting things go that no longer serve you. It's about decreasing something. So if you have something in your life that you want to eliminate, let go of, if you want to shrink your debt, now's a good time to do a spell or set an intention around eliminating or shrinking your debt. Okay, and so you want to really focus on anything that you want to make smaller during the time of the waning moon. The next phase of the moon is the new moon. This is when the moon, or the dark moon, this is when the moon is really non-existent in the sky. So you have the full moon where it's at its peak, and then you have the waning moon where each night the moon gets smaller over 14 days between the full moon and the new moon. And then at the new moon, the moon is non-existent in the sky. Okay, it's the dark moon. And from the dark, all things are created. And so this is the energy around the new moon is a great time for manifesting, for starting new projects, for bringing something into fruition. Okay, so what I like to do is anything that I want to bring forward in my life. Say I have a new product for my business, or I'm going to be starting a new health regimen or new routine. I want to do it on the new moon, because this is when you can really ground things in and move them into fruition. So it's a great time for doing prosperity spells, for doing any kind of manifestation work at all. So it's about bringing things forward, about birthing something into the light. At this time, the moon is non-existent, and from the dark comes the light. And so as that light from the moon grows, anything we plant the seeds for at the dark moon or at the new moon is when, you know, that's going to help to give it the energy, an extra oomph that it needs to move forward into manifestation. And then the next phase of the moon is the waxing moon. And that is when the moon, the 14-day period between the new moon and the full moon, when the moon is growing from nothing into wholeness again. And so at this time, again, it's about anything to do with growth. So anything you want to give energy towards, to add energy to bring forward in your life, to enhance something that you might already have, or make it more rich. So say you wanted to really bring forward more romance in your relationship. This would be a period of time where you would work on that, okay? Because you want to bring that forward. And then again, we move from the waxing moon, we move into the full moon energy again. So this cycle repeats over and over again. It's a 28-day cycle. We go from, you know, it's 14-day period between the new and the full, and then the full and the new. And it's just this awesome rhythm of setting an intention, bringing it to fruition, celebrating that at the fullness, deciding what we need to let go, letting go of anything that no longer serves us through that waning time. When we get to the new moon again, what do we want to bring forward? So again, it's just this beautiful natural rhythm. And we were born to be in alignment with this, and we just weren't taught it when we were growing up. But the more you pay attention to that, the more you can feel like you're more in control of your destiny, the more aligned you feel with natural rhythms of the earth and the moon and the sun and the stars. And it really just is this magnificent experience of how you get to work with these natural energies to really manifest the absolute best life that you can. I really hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you have any questions, feel free to do the same. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button. And if you want to receive notification when I release a new video, just click that little bell on the side of the subscribe button. And don't forget to visit my website, kimturcott, TURCOTT.com. The link is below. To claim your free goddess kit, where I give you the 4 simple steps that you need to become the goddess you were born to be. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next video. Blessed be.